Dunn's River on an unsuspecting human or rock, and courses through my veins like the sweet Rio Cobre, Minho, Grande. Teacher, the adrenaline pushes my heart further, thinking of breathless track star runners, football players, Olympic swimmers, historical cricketers, netball contenders, black, green, and gold winners. Teacher, a spirit bubbles up inside me and I can't control it. The urge to move I fight to suppress as I think of beautiful traditionalists sporting our plaid print while twirling to a dinky mini, a maypole, quadrille, Brookings, or Kumina beat. But teacher, what throws me in the end, an unseen force not even my physical restriction can mend, is this island's living beauty. Mountains, trees, rivers sprawled everywhere. The Rose House Great House, Devon House, Prime Minister Good House. Man and nature collide and send ripples to my heart inside. With a morning belly full from my mother's rundown ackee and saltfish, breadfruit and fried dumpling. Heart full from all these mighty things. Teacher, surely you would now understand why I release a bellowing boom, vibrating all my heartstrings.
Me Jam Down by Acadia Coy. From the island surrounded by the Caribbean Sea, a proud Jamaican, proud to be. Though little like me, with Halawa. The chains of slavery is her framework. The colors green, black, and gold paint her beauty. Books, walls, and documentaries of a lot of her history, from captivity to cultural identity. Poems, patois, and proverbs, a creative summary that expresses fiction and reality. And Nancy stories, ring games, and mamalashi. And them they did my fun and technology. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. A cherished treasure and a rare discovery. Ackee and sawfish, jerk chicken, not to mention curry goat. Enjoyable with anything. Me a talk about dumpling, potato, yam, banana, pumpkin or rice. Me no need to worry, cause we no out of spice. Boil or roast, it no matter, it's still agonize. Jamaica, the land of wood and water. Nature walk, food, beach, or river. You're at the right place. Not Jamaica. Whether you're up the hill, in the street, or down the road, you better come over. Come make me show you the Caribbean flavor.
And we have a whole lot of wonderful heritage, songs and stories and proverbs, and all kinds of nice things. And our language, of course, the basic things.
Out of many one we are. Yeah, our love sets near and far. Hear me, it's who we are. Jamaican people believe to be God's own stars, oh Lord. It's who we'll be if we take our time to believe in a thing called unity, and it's who we've made. Our own legends have been favored with God's own grace, and why black, green, and gold. A million stories remain untold. And if we tell about Jah, make a love again. blessing or the smile of the people when we ride for. Tell me which one greater, the wave them arise, or the times when we celebrate with culture. It's really our heritage, the feeling what we get when we say our pledge. And let me tell you about why me love my country so. From a little bit and just start grow, me I tell them about make our love again. Oh well, and we'll be offering a place of freedom and great heights. Since independence when we touch the sky. Oh my Jamaica love again. Oh why the place to be. Pictures we have the greatest seas. Oh no, the sea, sun and the breeze. Great island from the West Indies. Oh Lord, and why me love my country so. Oh no, yeah. People so brave and bold.
Oh, the whole rhythm of the language, my child. You see, it's because all this folklore and this culture that we have come from all the different people who have lived in the country, you know, and we just use it, and now we have a real West Indian, a real Jamaican culture. For my aunt wrote to say, when the Asian culture and the European culture buck up an African culture in the Caribbean people, we stir them up and blend them to a flavor.
Jamaican people believe to be God's own stars, and what it's who we be. If we take our time to believe in a thing called unity, and it's who we made. Oh, our own legends have been favored with God's own grace, and why? Oh, I from 62, you know.
Again. But teacher, I do not understand. Who am I really apologizing to? Am I sorry for bellowing a passionate yelp to my country? Teacher, I don't get it at all. Who am I requesting forgiveness from? Since when has patriotism required remorse? Teacher, tell me this, please. When Hugh Sherlock and Robert Lightbourne came together and composed such a masterpiece, was it not expected that hearts might stir? Did they not anticipate that our minds might twirl to recall all about Jamaica that makes the mighty hard world? Teacher, when thinking about sweet, sweet Jamaica, the once unknown island in the middle of an unknown sea, my young blood beats down like the waterfalls of Dunn's River on an unsuspecting human or rock, and courses through my veins like the sweet Rio Cobre, Minho, Grande. Teacher, the adrenaline pushes my heart further, thinking of breathless track star runners, football players, Olympic swimmers, historical cricketers, netball contenders, black, green, and gold winners. Teacher, a spirit bubbles up inside me and I can't control it. The urge to move, I fight to suppress as I think of beautiful traditionalists sporting our plaid prints while twirling to a dinky mini, a maypole, quadrille, Brookings, or Kumina beat. But teacher, what throws me in the end, an unseen force not even my physical restriction can mend. is this island's living beauty. Mountains, trees, rivers sprawled everywhere. The Rose House Great House, Devon House, Prime Minister Good House. Man and nature collide and send ripples to my heart inside. With a morning belly full from my...
Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of some of the exceptional pieces put together by our entrants for our beautiful Love Jamaica poetry and song competition. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for those competitors, please. And competitors are in the room, so you should be putting your hands together for yourselves. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem of Jamaica. Jamaica, land we love. Now, please remain standing as I invite Shantai Britton, Administrative and Monitoring Officer at the Vision 2030 Jamaica Secretariat, to lead us in prayer.
Good morning, everyone. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, there's none like you. God, we lift you up and we praise your name because you are great. God, I thank you that we are all gathered here today safely. I thank you that we are in our right minds and that all our limbs are in place. God, I also thank you, oh God, for the creativity that you have given to each and every one of us in this room. As we gather, oh God, to celebrate, oh God, the talent of Jamaica, I pray that, mighty God, you will be in the midst. Oh God, I pray that you lead and direct. I pray that, mighty God, throughout today's proceedings, oh God, we will encourage and inspire. I pray that we will also realize that through talent, we can unite and uplift our nation. We leave everything in your hands, and we pray that you will have your way. As I tell you thanks, in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. And you now may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take the opportunity to officially give you a very warm and spicy Jamaican welcome to our Vision 2030 Jamaica Love Jamaica Poetry and Song Competition Awards Ceremony. Now, it's a long time in coming, and of course, all of you in this room and online, I'm sure, are already following the Vision 2030 pages, which means you have been seeing the lovely pieces and songs and poems on display. And today we award the top performers. My name is Javon Keys, and the pleasure is mine to be your moderator for this morning's event. And let me also take the opportunity to say a very special welcome to Dr. Wayne Henry, Director General of the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ. And as I call our very special guest names, you have to give them a round of applause, please, including you online. So I need to see those applauses in the chat. As I also say welcome to Mrs. Rochelle White, Senior Technical Advisor to the Director General. And dare I say my San Diego Party. Come on, the rounds of applause have to go. That's my deal. Of course, the entire Vision 2030 Jamaica team at the PIOJ, including Mrs. Pisha Brian Lee, Program Director, and Mrs. Samantha Smith Wilby, Localization Officer. along with members of our esteemed judging panel, and there are a number of our judges, and we say thanks so much to them. Let's also welcome our parents, teachers, loved ones. If it's somebody we give a little tea to help you write the lyrics and the poem, we say good morning to you as well. And also every single person who's here to celebrate the excellence. Of course, we say welcome to you online on YouTube. I know we're streaming live on the PIOJ as well as PBCJ pages. I know our friends from JIS are also here. Some persons are also joining us on Zoom as well as Facebook. We extend a very special welcome to you. And remember, my deal is that as you hear something that excites you, you're going to send some applauses in the chat. You're going to like, you're going to share. You're going to tell Jamaica about the excellent work that the Vision 2030 and by extension the PIOJ team is doing. Now today is marking more than just a competition. It's about celebrating our people, our culture, and the creativity of young Jamaicans. And of course, interwoven into the fabric of excellence here in Jamaica is creativity. Now so, we little but with Talawa, and we're also very talented. Now the Love Jamaica initiative lies at the very heart of Vision 2030 Jamaica National Development Plan. And we all know about this plan. It is the plan that aims to make Jamaica the place of choice to raise families, do business, and retire. And everywhere I go, I add that part too. Because if it's so nice that you want to live, raise families, and do business, it must be also exceptional for you to want to retire. And of course, central to that vision is fostering a deep sense of national pride. Because you see, as Jamaican people, we're very proud. We know World Championships coming up, and I know you can't be as excited as me. And of course, on the heels of the exceptional showing of the Reggae Boys last evening, you must be proud to be a Jamaican. Not true? Which means that as we look to advance development, our young people are core to that, and we have to have conversations about the orange economy, which is so critical to our society. So in that process of our long-term development planning, implementation, accountability, and governance, as well as achieving and equitably sharing our development gains, we have to ensure that we involve you, our young people, and involve the ways how we communicate, which is through the creative industries. Now, of course, poetry and song are powerful forms of expression. And this morning, the song Smile Jamaica was in my head. I said, smile, girl, smile. Smile for me, Jamaica. Dry your eyes. You don't know the song, don't? Yeah, man. Because Jamaica is such a beautiful place. And of course, as we celebrate 63 years of excellence in Jamaica, we could not mark that milestone without exceptional showing of our local talents. So essentially, as we execute this competition, we're building civic pride, and that will move our nation forward. The creativity, the passion, the love for Jamaica displayed by young poets and songwriters who you'll hear more from, that will ensure that Jamaica's future lies in capable and exceptional hands. Now, before I go any further, I said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to ask you to take out your smartphones in this room. And if I were in a classroom, I'd be walking around and checking if you're following Vision 2030. So I was going to ask the question, if you are not following Vision 2030, put up your hands and share me, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to say, you're going to take out your smartphones, and for those of you online as well, this applies to you. I might not be seeing you online, but God is watching. So ensure you take out your smartphone now and go ahead and head over to the Vision 2030 Jamaica Instagram page. And you can find it at vision2030.ja and our Facebook page at Vision2030JA. And guess what? We have some giveaway questions. So you're going to get excited now. We have some giveaway questions that will be posted after. And you will get the opportunity to win some lovely Vision 2030 gift baskets full of whole heap of things. So you want to make sure you're listening keenly and you're paying keen attention. All right? Because that opportunity will come. Now, the pleasure is mine, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome a gentleman who heads the PIOJ. And he is one of the best speakers in this country. I kid you not. Every time I hear Dr. Henry speaks, I am inspired. I know he's going to give you a taste of why I said that. And if he doesn't, I'll tell you why. But ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Director General, Dr. Wayne Henry, the man with the vision behind the PIOJ, helping to lead the charge of development in this country.
So how is that for pressure? our Master of Ceremony today, Mr. Javon Keys. And I feel Javon is one of us here at the PIOJ. I recognize Dr. Nicola Satchel of the Department of Government at the University of the West Indies, UWI. Recognize Mrs. Pisha Bryan Lee, our Program Director, Vision 2030 Secretariat here at the PIOJ. The judges of today's competition, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Yes, we always say it twice for some reason. Good morning. So I'm on one of the boards of the Economic Commission of Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC. And so it's headquartered in Chile, the Spanish-speaking country, Chile. And so I have, from time to time, have reason to go to Chile. And so a friend of mine said, the next time you're in Chile, when any Chilean you see anybody there, you just say to them, mucho. I said, say to them, mucho? I said, yes, say to them, mucho. It means a lot to them. It will take you a while, but you'll get it eventually. If they didn't warn you for a guessing, I tell bad jokes, right? I tell bad jokes. Well, let me say good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure to welcome everyone to the Vision 2030 Jamaica, Love Jamaica, Poetry and Song Competition Awards ceremony. We are gathered here today to honor the exceptional talents of our youth. As Javon said, just put your hands together again and just recognize them. I saw some of the clips, and this is high quality. So we are very excited. And it's just a synopsis of the talent we have here in Jamaica. And so we want to recognize the role and celebrate the role of arts, particularly song and poetry, and the role it plays in our country's development. From the earliest days of our history, Jamaicans have used words and music to tell our stories, to lift our spirits and to inspire change. Poetry captures the essence of our lives, our pleasures, our hardships, and aspirations, with stirring statements that appeal to the intellect as well as the emotions. Song, with its rhythm and melody, carries those lessons through generations that unite people, foster a sense of community, and fortify our cultural identity. Jamaicans with us large everywhere, right? You find Jamaicans all over the world, and we are colorful people. I did school here in Jamaica, did undergrad at UWI, and went away for grad school. And during my time there, I remember an American student asking me, are all Jamaicans like you? And I say, yeah, what do you mean? They're just warm and friendly. I say, yes, man, that's how we are. And she said, all Jamaicans act as if they own the place. And I understood what she meant, because we don't show off, but we're just large, right? And I say, yes, that's how we are. And then I was in another place and where I did my PhD, and a lot of Asian students from Malaysia, China, Japan. And I have a good friend who was from Japan, so I know a little Japanese. Yes, he reaches me right here. That's another bad joke. And so when he visited with me, I was coming home one Christmas, and he would travel the world. Very well off, well-to-do young man. His family was very wealthy. And so he would travel different parts. And he says, I'll wait till you're coming to Jamaica, till you're going home, and I want to visit with you. And it was his first time to Jamaica. So he came with me and spent some time with my family, spent some time on the North Coast. And we went back to school, traveled back together. And because of his testimonial, all these students were coming up to, when can we go to Jamaica? When? Because that's the engagement with the country. So it's a rich culture. And in large part with our culture, our song, poetry, words, just rich. The Right Honorable Dr. Louise Bennett Coverley, affectionately known as Miss Lou, was a celebrated Jamaican poet, folklorist, writer, and educator who played a pivotal role in preserving and promoting Jamaican culture. Through her work, she reminds us that we should embrace the language, our Jamaican patois, and other elements of our unique Jamaican culture, and apply them as tools for both strengthening our bonds and social transformation. This timeless reminder encapsulates the essence of this competition today. Our art forms, whether in Jamaican Creole or Standard English, affirm the beauty of our heritage and carry the soul of our people. The Vision 2030 Jamaica, Love Jamaica Poetry and Song Competition is more than a showcase of creativity. It is a reminder that national development is not only about economics, infrastructure, or institutions. It is also about the human spirit. It is about cultivating pride, unity, and vision. When our poets and songwriters share their vision of Jamaica, they help us to see the kind of society that we want to build and the values that must guide us to get there. I also want to take a moment to highlight the incredible contribution of our youth. Their talent, energy, and fresh perspectives remind us that Jamaica's future is bright. By giving them this platform and platforms like these, we are nurturing not only artists, but also future leaders, innovators, and nation builders whose creativity will continue to shape the Jamaica we aspire to. As we honor the creativity of these participants, let us also recognize that their contributions are part of a broader movement, one that seeks to align the passion and imagination of our people with our vision and plans for long-term, sustainable, and inclusive development that equitably engages all Jamaicans, all generations of Jamaicans at home and abroad. I tell persons, you can contribute to Jamaica's development and continue to contribute even from the diaspora. And so the diaspora add tremendous value to us. There's something about being here, but you can also contribute from outside of Jamaica. When I came back to Jamaica, I started as a lecturer in economics at the University of the West Indies, and then transitioned, remained in Jamaica, but was with the World Bank, and then an advisor to government, involved in the private sector at a high level, and then ended up here. And I remember a former prime minister saying to me, when I was leaving as an advisor to government to join up to take a position in the private sector, he said, Wayne, I'm thankful that you are remaining in Jamaica. He says, you can contribute from the diaspora, undoubtedly, but there's something about your being here. And I want to encourage our young people, go and explore the world. You know, we say the global marketplace, the world is a village. But remember Jamaica, continue to give of your energies and talents and your gifts to continue to build this country. We are currently implementing Vision 2030 Jamaica, the National Development Plan, and encourage all to be a part of the movement to accelerate and optimize Jamaica's development. Let us work to come as close to our national goals as we can by 2030. We also encourage you to support the comprehensive evaluation of Vision 2030 Jamaica and activities geared towards defining the post-2030 development agenda for Jamaica. We all have a part to play. I extend heartfelt congratulations to all our winners and sincere thanks to our partners and supporters who have made this competition possible. Let us continue to be inspired by the creativity and vision of our people, as together we work towards making Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. And as Javan has emphasized, and retire in peace and paradise. Thank you very much. God bless you all. God continue to bless Jamaica, land we love. Thank you so much.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so very much, Dr. Wayne Henry, our Director General, highlighting the importance of this kind of initiative, showing that development is more than just numbers. And this is an example of how we can put in place mechanisms to help every single Jamaican feel a part of this development process, because they can see and hear themselves in the messaging that we're trying to distribute. And this competition is exactly that. And of course, we know that as we implement Vision 2030, we also implement the Global Sustainable Development Goals. And Jamaica is so lucky that our own homegrown local development plan, Vision 2030, is more than 90% aligned to the SDGs. Did you know that? You didn't know that? So now you know. Our local development plan is more than 90% aligned to the global development agenda, which means that we were ahead of their time, because remember, the SDGs, we started implementing them in 2017. It was signed in 2015. Our Vision 2030 was when? I'm not hearing anybody giving me the answer in the room. When did we start implementing our Vision 2030? 2009. Some of you probably did barely in a primary school them time there. But it speaks to how big Jamaica is and how proud we must be of our nation. Now, at this time, I want to ask you to turn your attention to the video screens as we have a moving piece from Kiara Gale entitled No Place Like Home. Now, unfortunately, Kiara is not able to be with us in person today, but we are pleased to share her work with you. So at this time, turn your attention to the video screen.
No Place Like Home by Kiara Gale. How many times have you heard I'm leaving and I'm not coming back? How many times have you turned and seen another one pack? How many times have you had to ask why? Why are you leaving Jamaica? Where are you to go? How can you so quickly leave the place you call home? I just don't understand. How you all so easily leave our homeland? I could never. I mean, I'd go. I'd go for a time, but I won't stay. I mean, I'd stay. I'd stay for a while, but just for play. At the end of the day, Jamaica is the place my head will lay. There's no place like home. I love our countryside, the breeze, the trees, the feel, the vibe. There's no place like home. I love our days, the hype, the fun, the way we celebrate, because hey, when our people catch a vibe, you know it stay. The next thing, the music, the way it play, and while you can listen to music anywhere, you can't get the fruit. You can't see the pitney play, you can't see the youth. For if you have never experienced watching those that come after you play the games you played, racing, Mother May I, stuck on pull, red light, green light, if you never had to learn that one Bible verse, Psalm 23 is one I'm sure you've heard. If you've never been to a night, had managed water, seen a school fight, if you don't know at least one madman, my bad, the ones of unsound mind, you'll be running very swiftly with them behind. If you never borrow tomato or lick milk from your neighbor, if you never get one lick in your hand, you don't know your time's table. If you never couldn't sleep in the car because of patrol, and if you don't know the chorus to Rasta Love, you can't all. If you never buy fruit at roadside or get beat if you lie, if you don't know at least one Barrington Levy song, one Jamaican poem, one nice one, if you never stayed in dread Sunday morning when you hear music start playing, you know what I mean? It means that for the rest of the day, you're not sleep, you're clean. If you've never been to one of those random parties on a Saturday night where the man them have one big pot of curry chicken, soup and split a light, that's when Protege start playing. Chronics, the Marleys, you know the way. There's something unique about Jamaica. No place like home indeed. It is not a place I would think to leave. If not for Jamaica, who would I be?
No place like home. Of course, reinforcing the message that Dr. Wayne Henry also shared, that you can leave here a little bit, you know. Yeah, man, go explore the world. But then when you leave, you'll see that there is no place like Jamaica. Give her another round of applause, please. And let me tell you, I could not imagine being a judge in this competition, because I know that if that piece is so exceptional, and I saw a number of the other entries, it means that it was quite a challenging and difficult decision to make, because so many talented persons are across the length and breadth of Jamaica. So we're going to get a little insight into what went into the judging. How did the judges choose our winners? What went into the entries? What were they looking for? So to do that, please help me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Samantha Wilmot Wilby, Justice of the Peace and Localization Officer at the Vision 2030 Jamaica Secretariat. Please give her a bonus welcome.
Good morning, everyone. So I am honored to share with you the judges' reflection for the Vision 2030 Jamaica Love Jamaica Poetry and Song Competition. Now, this competition was designed to provide a platform for young Jamaicans between the ages of 15 and 29 to express their creativity and patriotism through original works of poetry and song. Now, in doing so, it celebrates Jamaica's vibrant cultural heritage and gives voice to the passion, pride, and hope that defines our national identity and aspirations for the future. We are satisfied that the competition has achieved its goals and fulfilled its purpose. Don't you think so? Based on what you've heard so far? Yes? Okay, good. So to promote inclusivity, participants were grouped into 3 age-based categories. So category A, ages 15 to 19, category B, ages 20 to 24, and category C, ages 25 to 29. Now, we received several entries meeting all requirements across the poetry and song components of the competition. The judges panel comprised independent and experienced professionals in the cultural and creative sectors, as well as experts in content analysis and knowledge of Vision 2030 Jamaica National Development Plan. So the panel included a playwright, poet, and performer, a musical development specialist from the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, development practitioner and specialist in content analysis, and a representative from the Vision 2030 Jamaica Secretariat who ensured that each submission aligned with the goals and objectives of the overall Love Jamaica initiative. The judging process was rigorous. Entries were first assessed by the judging panel, with shortlisted entries posted on the Vision 2030 Jamaica Instagram page for voting by the public. And I'm sure the winners, you would recall having to campaign, right? And get people to vote, vote, vote. So public scores were computed as 70% judges score and 30% Instagram engagement score. Now, based on the combined scores, first and second place winners were awarded. We must pause here to acknowledge the outstanding quality of the submissions, and I invite us again to give a round of applause to our entrants. Yes, indeed. The creativity, originality, and heartfelt expressions were experienced, filled us with pride. Trust me, when we're in that room, the poetry had us smiling, reflecting, and even tearing up at moments, literally. The songs had us moving our heads and bodies to the beat, energized by the rhythms and messages. The pieces reminded us of the beauty and resilience and spirit of Jamaica. Choosing winners was no easy task. In fact, it was a joyful challenge that left us both torn and deeply satisfied at the same time, if you understand. As the Vision 2030 Jamaica representative who acted on the judging panel and overall coordinator for this competition, I personally wish to extend sincere thanks to my fellow judges. Please give the judges a round of applause. They're in this room. Your time, dedication, and expertise were invaluable in ensuring the credibility and success of this competition. In closing, this competition has proven that Jamaica's youth are overflowing with creativity, vision, and national pride. Their voices, through poetry and song, remind us of the Jamaica we love and the Jamaica we are building. We look forward to seeing these young artists continue to shine and to contribute to the cultural and national development of our country. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Madam Coordinator. So you now understand that is not friend and company decide the winners. It's 70% of judges, and we had a panel of adjudicators that were quite astute, I'd say, playwright, JCDC professionals. You had the full gamut of experienced professionals to be able to help us to go through the exceptional pool of entries. And of course, the public, you know, this is where your friend them come in, where 30% of the overall scoring was determined by the votes on social media. So thank you so very much for just giving a little bit of an insight into what the process was like. And I know that we'll have many more competitions like these going forward because of the exceptional cadre of talent that we saw coming out here. And speaking of talent, you're going to get a taste, some more tastes of the exceptional talents that were on display in this competition, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be treated by Andre Joseph with his piece, Jamaica Land I Love. Please give him a warm round of applause as he makes his way to the lectern. You can't make the applause stop.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is my love letter to the place I call home, entitled Jamaica Land I Love. I'll probably go for it now and then, but not for leisure, for work. I don't want nobody to pressure your nerves. If them drive you crazy, them better reverse. You a treasure, my girl, and no type of scale can measure your worth. Some people say Saint Anna your best feature. I cannot agree. I'm not lie, vibes dead over my stop on Monique, but Portland is my favorite part of your anatomy. This I love. I know lost. Your pulchitudinous have me stand up a pre. I stare for hours. Junction or St. Thomas, me no care if the journey long, me will stare for hours. Or you say river trip, I'm gonna name me a call. Our music can't fall or stall, none at all. It no matter if sunshine girls, reggae boys, or the Talawas with skill with the ball. Sometimes me I walk, me have to pause, come to a halt, and applaud. I'm appalled by your beauty. And you don't need no makeup. You have natural contour. Your mountains are aesthetically pleasing. I would have changed nothing about your appearance. No Botox. Lying almost on the equator. You're so hot. You're fire for real. You have to stop, drop and roll. You produce so many legends. We have Bob and Bowl, green, black and gold, rap and pole. We stand out. And dollar kind of weak right now. But now watch the finance. The next generation will finance. Says everywhere I look for you, my finance. Yes, some finance because you're too sweet. I'm going to want you get sour. A time for we turn a new leaf. Build off of the crime. My tired of parents. I wonder with them Sunday. Like a new week. I want you reach your true peak like Blue Mountain. Let me explore your blue seas. If the blue my hold it, bossa, Willie Bunks when you blue breeze. I hope you don't change. And I hope the world don't try to change you. Because you're unique. It's Andre. Yes, truly. Jamaica land I love.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you understand, because you hear those words, the synthesis, the rhythm, just exceptional. Give it up one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Andre Joseph. And once again, that piece is entitled Jamaica Land I Love. Now we move to our very first award this morning. Are you ready? No, man, no. So like, I'm not ready. So let me make my way back down until you're ready. Are you ready for the first award, ladies and gentlemen? Now that's more like it. Now this award is the People's Choice Award. And this is special because it reflects the voice of the public or Jamaican people engaging in the process to help to select who they deem as the top piece. So we're celebrating that piece, and of course that resonated with most Jamaicans at home and abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the People's Choice Award is, you heard her piece earlier, Kiara Gale for her piece, No Place Like Home. Now, of course, Kiara secured this award through the overwhelming support she received on the Vision 2030 Instagram page with, hear this, 741 likes for her performance video and over 17,000 views at the close of voting, which means there's more than that now. No, I work in communications. Them numbers, they are big numbers. Like if I get those metrics, may I say, yeah man, may I say one, appraisal, good. Now, as previously indicated, unfortunately, Kiara is not able to be here with us today. However, as you will be able to see on the screen momentarily, she visited the PIOJ recently and an official handing over of her award was done by Mrs. Samantha Wilmot Wilby. So, we want you to see, there we go. And this looks like Hampton, all the way from St. Elizabeth. So give her another round of applause. Our People's Choice Awardee. Now next, we welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Malik Richards with his song, Jamaica Don't Falter. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for him as he comes. And I suspect we may need the other microphone. All right, keep that applause going for him.
Testing, testing. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity. Alright. Yeah, man, so, you know it go already. You know, so this is the match from me, so this is we win 2-0. Yeah, man. I want Jamaica, never 2. That's the thing, man, telling man. Watch ya. So if we have drama, when 876 set the world order, me tell them J.A. don't falter. A part 2 just like it's a saga. Yeah, Jamaica don't falter. Me tell them J.A. don't falter. Say 2 times enough food and water. Yo, Jamaica the boss. Yo, Jamaica have the cool breeze, big it up. Man, it's water, it have to pour in my cup. Love and laughter, J, am love enough. A man pour sugar water up in my cup. Independence, the place get lively. We give thanks to the Lord Almighty. Yo, a J.A. have the fire. I tell them I bring the heat, no lighter. Yeah, Jamaica well sweet. When you're on the streets, the rhythm just a beat. When you're on the ends, they see the big meal. Rice and pea jerk, I'll go to with the can meal. Yeah, Jamaica have the big breeze. The big breeze, some sit under the pear tree. The pear tree, some climb on my bare feet. We get 2, so the mission well complete. Yeah, so if we have drama, when 876 set the world order, me tell them J.A. don't falter. A part 2 just like it's a saga. Yeah, Jamaica don't falter. Me tell them J.A. don't falter. Say 2 times enough food and water. Say 2 times enough food and... Yo, so let me take you on a road trip. We use rap, let me show you my district. On the hills, man, me tell you about my history. Some things solve, some things are mystery. Bright smile if you're looking at the sunrise. Brown eyes if you're looking at the sunlight. The sunlight if you want to see the blue skies. And the moonlight if you like to see the nighttime. Bright smile if you're looking at the sunrise. Brown eyes if you're looking at the sunlight. The sunlight if you want to see the blue skies. And the moonlight if you like to see the nighttime. Yeah, if you like to see the nighttime. If you like to see the nighttime. If you like to see the nighttime, yeah. So if we have drama, when 876 set the world order, me tell them J.A. don't falter. A part 2 just like it's a saga, yeah. Jamaica don't falter. Me tell them J.A. don't falter. Say 2 times enough food and water, yeah. Enough food and water, yeah. Jamaica the best, number 1, no one contest. We love God, see you know we think blessed. Other country want try, but are the best. Yes, we are the best in the West. Yo, Jamaica 876. Big respects. Thank you, guys.
Now you tell me if hearing him and seeing him perform, you don't feel like that needs to be on the radio right now, in circulation, on the international stage. I mean, if there are some fests that sing this, don't it? We're going to make it happen. I think I can see it happening. Give him another round of applause. And I know those online must be celebrating and giving lots of flames in the chat. And speaking of online, I want to remind those of you in the room and those of you online as well that you must be following the Vision 2030 page. So if you're not doing it yet, I tell you, I was going to name them and shame them and ask you to put up your hands, but we're not going to do it because by now you've already followed my instructions. And you've already gone online to follow the Vision 2030 page. So just a reminder to you that we're going to have some giveaway questions posted at the end of this event. So you want to go ahead and do it. And just in case you missed it for those of you online, it's at vision2030.ja on Instagram and on Facebook at Vision2030JA. Remember, you have a chance to win one of a number of fully packed Vision 2030 Jamaica gift baskets. So please follow the page, stay tuned, and listen keenly because you don't know what questions we're going to be asking you from the event. So with that said, let's head into the presentation of our awards. Are you ready? So you got a dry run with Kiara earlier, and it sound ready after my body no up. You're making me seem like the villain in this, you know. I'm not the villain. Come on, guys. It's all love and Jamaica. So are you ready for the excitement, the awards? We are ready to present. So we are going to begin with the poetry category A, which features our talented young people aged 15 to 19. Now we're going to start with the second place award, and it goes to Dejanay Allison for her piece entitled Jamaica Boom. At this time, let me invite Mrs. Pisha Brian Lee, Program Director of Vision 2030 Jamaica Secretariat, to present the award to Dejanay. Of course, you see her in her lovely Campion apparel, which means that she takes like a time from school. So, Madam Principal and form teachers, we thank you so very much for allowing her to be here to celebrate her second place win in this competition. And I know I have an etiquette teacher who would frown at this, but are you really Jamaican if you've ever sung the national anthem and at some point not said Jamaica Boom? Though it's not, you know, in keeping with our protocols, but that's just something to do as a Jamaican. All right, so congratulations to Dejanay. Now, we're going to give the first place award. Well, I'll hold what I have to say first and give Dejanay a chance to shine and smile and she gets her photo opportunity. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first place award in the Poetry A category goes to someone who's not in the room, but you heard her piece and she's so exceptional, Kiara Gale. And our high schoolers are showing up and showing out. So it's Campion, it's Hampton, I see Wilma's in the room. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kiara, of course, she won the category A poetry competition. And of course, you see her in her pre-recording receiving her prize from Mrs. Samantha Wilby, localization officer here at Localization Officer, Vision 2030 Secretariat here at the PIOJ. Now let's take a moment to watch that presentation on screen. So short snippet that was on that side, and they're playing it again to make sure you can see it. So our friends on YouTube, I know, are seeing it as well. For those of you in the room, it's on that. Oh, you're seeing it. So congratulations to Kiara Gale. Now we're going to continue our award presentations, and we're going to go to the category B, which highlights the creativity of youth in my age group. A joke. 20 to 24. Now the second place award goes to Acadia Coy for her piece entitled Fimi Jam Dong. Now at this time we invite Miss Janique Francis, economist here at the PIOJ, and I'll tell you a little secret. An actress and theater professional in her own right. She's the head honcho at It's Theater, and if you haven't seen an It's Theater production, you need to. So, perfect handover there being done by talented Janique Francis from the PIOJ, making that presentation to our second place winner, Acadia Coy. Congratulations. And now for the first place award in the poetry category B, and it goes to Okuri Barnes for his piece entitled Yard Nice Man. Not true. Yard Nice Man. Now at this time I invite Dr. Nicholas Satchel to the stage to present this award. Yeah, oh, look at that. Full circle moment right there. Pro teacher and student moment taking place before us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep that applause going as he now gets his trophy and his lovely Vision 2030 bag with lots of goodies included. Congratulations to our first place winner, Okuri Barnes. Of course, give both of them a round of applause, Acadia and Okuri, both from our category B. And now, Okuri is not going very far. He's going to just put down his accoutrement, and he's going to give us a taste of his piece. Well, no, he's going to sit and watch and enjoy a taste of his own piece because it's a video presentation of his piece, Yard Nice Man. Put your hands together and turn your attention to the video screen.
This poem is entitled, Yard Nice Man. Me say, yard nice, you know. Me can't lie. This a country, me I feel love for life. The breeze hold me tight like my mother's love. And the coconut jelly soft and sweet. It never tough. Murder she wrote, adapt me love. Yard man full of style and pattern for match. Rest of them can't keep up. I chat them a chat. You see when we touch road, not even sod first so. Normal a lie, Jamaicans never tell a lie. At night time, the place lively. Yeah, the only place where funeral, a party, school, a party, work, a party, party, a party. So as you touch the road, you catch a vibe. And the bass line in the song make me feel alive. Jerk man with the jerk pan, run my share, all when the price dear. Seasoning pan the meat, soak and simmer, it well prepared. Massa, pimento a dance with the scotch bonnet. One taste of that, Senegal a different planet. It bad, wicked, sell off. Yard food are the hot topic. Rice and peas hug the plate real tight. Knife and fork make my lips fly in flight. Lord, what a belly full. We must sleep good tonight. Not to mention, me love how we chat and how we tongue them roll. Patois, you know, touch the foreigners them soul. So yes, the language have its place. As far as me see it, it might just generate foreign exchange to the amount of foreigner we love hear it. Every word we fling dropped with style and grace. Best believe Fiwilingo take the lead in the race. And you can't copy and paste. Me love the dance, cause what? The music slap. And the bass in my chest make me heart clap non-stop. From bogle down to drift, foot off a run with the rhythm. Quick. Selector, pull up. It be shell down the place. Every man bust a blank. Every gal have a brace. This your energy me feel. Nowhere in the world could recreate. So for me personally, the people full up of vibes. All when time get hard, them thrive and survive. Or as my granny would have said, suck salt through wooden spoon. Cause life not easy and nothing good no come soon. We laugh off stress, we no make it stick. Little but tallow, we skin thick. So when me travel and me far from the place, me feel homesick and out of place. Cause my heart still a beat at yardman space. Me not trade my island for nothing at all. Everything from yard better after all. How me fi trade warm and hot for cool? How me fi trade ackee for butter roll? You must be mad, not this a soul. So pick up the land of wood and water. The land for work, raise bikini, do business and retire in a paradise. Needless to say, a yes so nice.
Now that piece captures almost every aspect of Jamaica. And all of us in this room, I'm sure, and also you online, found something that you say, you know what, true? Everything a dance. School a dance. Dance a dance. But it just speaks to the exceptional spirit of being Jamaican. Like, there is just something about being Jamaican that is totally unmatched. And that is why we love Jamaica. It's just simple. Simple. Now we're going to continue our awards with the category C. That's the poetry category C. And this is featuring our talented young adults aged 25 to 29. No, my age group, for true. Now the first place award for category C poetry goes to Andre Joseph with his piece titled Jamaica Land I Love. And you got a taste of that earlier. I welcome Dr. Wayne Henry, Justice of the Peace, and Director General here at the PIOJ to present the award. You got to keep that applause going. Lots of goodies. Congratulations. And now this makes way for our song category. And we begin with song category A, which showcases, of course, our creative youth aged 15 to 19. Now the second place award goes to Tajay Bell for his song entitled Jamaica Love. And of course, we welcome Carissa Lawrence to the stage to make that presentation. But Mr. Age Quad Agis in the house. No sun setting on the maroon and gold at all. So congratulations. Trying to see the badges. Let me see. Peer tutor. Project manager, prefect. We're seeing excellence in front of us right now. Congratulations, Tejay. Now, our first place award for the category A song competition goes to Malik Richards. You heard him earlier. Malik came up and he gave an exceptional showing, and you see why, because it's ready for the charts, ready for the billboards. Why are you stopping the applause? Keep it going. Of course, Jamaica don't falter, and him not falter at all. So we're gonna make that presentation, and we're gonna invite Dalton Davidson, in fact, to make that presentation. So Carissa is just doing the heavy lifting for the moment. Dalton is coming forward to make that official presentation. And of course, he's representing the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, JCDC, our key partners in the execution of this competition. Congratulations. And thank you so very much. Keep that applause going now, man. Now, of course, here, you have more things to get in, so you need to come forward. Let's make some noise. I know my friends online are also celebrating him. But guess what? You know, here at Vision 2030, we always do things very special. And I'm told that we have a little bit of a surprise at the moment. And full disclosure, I don't know what the surprise is, so I can't tell you. But I'm going to invite, at this time, Mrs. Samantha Wilby to return to the stage, to the lectern, and she's going to tell us what the surprise is. So, like we see. I don't know why you're the surprise. I don't know, make her welcome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we gather for the Vision 2030 Jamaica Love Jamaica Poetry and Song Competition award ceremony, we are reminded of the extraordinary talent and passion of our people. Through poetry and song, we have seen how creativity can inspire us to think deeply about who we are as Jamaicans and how together we can continue to build a nation where we are proud to live, work, raise families, and do business. But our journey doesn't end here. Under the Vision 2030 Jamaica Love Jamaica initiative, we are on a continuous quest to promote national pride, civic participation, and social responsibility. This quest encourages all of us to use creative expression as a powerful tool to reflect on our past, embrace the present, and shape the future. It therefore gives me great pleasure to announce that the second competition under the Vision 2030 Jamaica Love Jamaica initiative will be launched in a few weeks. This upcoming competition will capture the visual and literary arts in two exciting areas: arts and crafts, which includes paintings, drawings, etc., short stories, and flash fiction. The theme for this competition is falling deeper in love with Jamaica, because we love Jamaica already, right? So we're going to fall deeper in love with Jamaica. Now, this new competition will include 3 age groups: youth, adults, and senior citizens. There will be there will be attractive prizes for first and second place winners across all categories and age groups. The key objectives of this competition are to inspire Jamaicans of all ages to express their love for Jamaica through arts and literature. And I remember when I launched this competition, you know, the older folks, they were like, so what happened to us? What about us? You know, so we ensure that we're including you this time around. So we also want to encourage national pride and unity by celebrating our cultural heritage and values. And we also want to promote creativity as a driver of transformational development and civic engagement. So we invite you to stay tuned to our social media platforms on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X at Vision 2030 JA, LinkedIn, and TikTok for the official launch details for this competition, as well as the guidelines and more exciting announcements. So Jamaica, get your paintbrushes ready, sharpen your pencils, and let your imagination soar. This is your chance to show just how deeply you love Jamaica through words, through colors, through art. Because at the end of the day, there's no greater story, no brighter canvas than our Jamaica. Thank you.
So in my previous life, this is where we'd say breaking news. Because there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have Falling Deeper in Love with Jamaica, the next iteration of our competition. And this one is focused on visual arts, which means if you are a dramatist, or an artist, whichever one you choose to fall into, you can enter if you can do arts and craft. And if you are into the literary arts, so you can put pen to paper and write some nice short stories. I know a few people. Can I enter? Can I enter? Well, which means that, I should have did enter the Love Jamaica competition because, I have a little poem. Eternal Father, thank you for blessing we land. Guide us through 63 years with your mighty hand. Be we light through countless hours. During the struggles, the pain, not to mention the showers. Gilbert, Ivan, burial cause, enough devours. But we rebuild we nation with your heavenly power. 63, increasing beauty, fellowship, prosperity. It never easy. We work diligently. So don't be timid, just shout it out loud. Jamaica, Jamaica, we're definitely proud. Feel the heart and soul of Jamaica. Jamaica 63 celebration. We legacy make countries realize. So we lick about with Talawa, with eyes on the prize. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice. No. Now let me tell you, that poem, and I see Janique in the room, so I cannot give credit, but that poem was one that we wrote in high school. And that was written by Janique's sister, Shakira Ellis, so wherever Shakira is. And we did it as a group for Jamaica 50, but we repurpose. You see, me have little something can repurpose it. You see what I'm saying? But it speaks to the exceptional talent of Jamaicans, because as a group we came together, we wrote that piece, and we toured the island. We said we go all over the place with the Jamaica piece. You see? And I know there's so many of you in this room who will get to experience Jamaica because of your talent. So thanks to the Vision 2030 Jamaica team for thinking of this avenue to really showcase the rich culture, the rich fabric of Jamaica through arts, through the orange economy, which is really innately a part of us. Because everybody knows somebody who can sing, can draw, can act. It's just a part of who we are. So thank you for ensuring that the development conversation, we're talking about development, we're talking about the economy, things that people don't readily link. But the orange economy is one of the biggest parts of the local economy, one of the undervalued parts of the local economy, if we're being real. So to put emphasis on this is a big deal. And I agree, don't it? Give them another round of applause. Now, of course, to put together something like this, it has many, many moving parts. So, of course, to say thank you, I'm inviting Mrs. Pisha Brandley, Program Director for Vision 2030 Jamaica Secretariat, and she will deliver the closing remarks and the vote of thanks. So you have to give her a big round of applause as she comes forward.
Good morning. Right. So, my thank you will be a bit long, I'm just warning you. I am happy and inspired by today's events. One thing the world can never doubt is the love that the Jamaican people have for this island paradise we call home and for each other. We don't always seem to show it, but we love and play hard. We're rough. And sometimes people interpret some of that roughness as not love, but we know it's love. The collective energy of the Jamaican people is our ever-ready, always fully charged battery that we apply in demonstrating the excellence of what epitomizes being Jamaican. You'll probably have to use the cue music with me, as I said, because I have to thank everybody properly. We've had several Love Jamaica events, so I'm just using this one to just pack everything in. To everyone here and to those joining us online, thank you. You all poured your ideas, skills, and resources into making the Love Jamaica Poetry and Song Competition a success. We know that the love that we Jamaicans have for our country is so big, and DG said it earlier about us, that some people say we're enough. And we are. We are extra in the best ways. We always strive for excellence. When I heard Andre lyrics Jamaica today, but before, all I could say is Jamaican men have the sweetest mouth in the world. Our first place winners, Kiara, Okuri, Melek, and Andre, you all had me transfixed, and Melek couldn't help but dance. And every time I've played for persons in your age group, and they're like, and then they couldn't believe which school you go to. So they seem to have a perception of your school. All right, so I also congratulate our second place winners, Dejane, Acadia, Tajay, and as we Jamaicans would say, you mash up the thing. Also, congratulations to the remaining entrants, especially those shortlisted, Ruth Ann Foster, Lorian Small, Jadir Whittaker, Brian Hibbert, and Abigail Wilson. You did not win. So you did not win first and second place this time, but you won our hearts and demonstrated your creativity and talents. Thank you. We thank the families, friends, teachers, principals, and other persons who supported the entrance. As you can see, Dr. Satchel, she introduced the Love Jamaica initiative to her class at UE. And you see today her student, Okuri, won first place. We thank our judges for your expertise and dedication. I also thank the team here at the PIOJ. I wish to highlight, and this is because oftentimes people don't know who is behind the scenes. I want to highlight, of course, DG with his bad jokes, but always funny. Miss Barbara Scott, who couldn't be here with us, but Deputy Director General with oversight for Vision 2030 Jamaica. Mr. Kirk Phillips, Deputy Director General, Corporate Governance and Management, and his team. They made the things happen, including Mrs. Blake Hall, Senior Director Communications and Marketing, and her team, Mrs. Sandra Ward, our hot HR Director. And her team, the team in Finance and Administration, and accounts, procurement, facilities management, and office services. Everything that you see here today, somebody told me that in here looked like a hotel. We have a good team in the PIOG, and these are the people that you often don't see and know. So I just want to highlight them because I said I may not get the chance again. I want to big up people like Miss Sylvie, Miss Francis, and Anthony, Jackie. And to my team, the Plan Development Unit, more commonly known as Vision 2030 Jamaica Secretariat, Samantha, Shantai, Bjorn, Travis, Devon, Nicole, and Carissa, congratulations on a job well done. We're a small team covering a big portfolio. I know it isn't easy, but we continue to show that we are about service and continuous improvement. Thank you. And you all met Samantha earlier because Samantha is the coordinator for this competition. So we encourage everyone to be a part of the Love Jamaica initiative, and I'm just speaking broadly to the initiative that was launched on February 14, 2025, because it seeks to promote the alignment of our love for Jamaica with the best version of what Jamaica can be. Participate in the next Love Jamaica competition that Samantha just announced. Tune into our discussion sessions with hot fireside chats. Not exaggerating, you're going to see the fire at the side. The first was held on July 10, 2025, and Dr. Herbert Gale and Mr. Joseph Cox more than delivered. The excellence of Jamaican thought was on full display. The live stream is on YouTube, and reels are available on the Vision 2030 Jamaica social media pages. And believe me, they're hot because we have over 1 million views for event-related activities just from July. And going strong. So the second fireside chat is coming soon, early December, and other activities, so stay tuned. So I know that not everything is perfect in Jamaica, but even though not everything perfect, don't we always make things work? I mean, for the younger generation, you may not have been around when Hurricane Gilbert came. Old people like me were. And you know what I remembered? The house, the roof gone. I was a child, so I actually enjoyed it. Wondering what was wrong. That's true, I waited at the window for Gilbert. Because it was exciting. I was a child. But what was interesting was right after Gilbert, when everybody lose their houses, and it wasn't like no, we didn't have cable. So JBC used to turn, it was called JBC, turn on, like TV turn on and turn sign off. Yes. Back in the good old days. But what was interesting was that Loving Dear released while Gilbert. And you know what happened after that? You don't have no roof. You don't have, and it's true, everything in the song was true, but we Jamaicans were dancing after a hurricane. And if you look on that, it's one of the worst hurricanes in the 20th century. And we Jamaicans were celebrating and dancing. And if you don't know the song, look it up. I mean, the song, I mean, everything in there. You see my fridge? Gilbert give me, because there was looting going on. Natty Dreadlock sit on inside. Look how Gilbert had gone outside. And when Gilbert take off Mr. Chin restaurant, Natty Dread jump up and chat. Lit them chat. All that did I go on too. Because some people were saying, yes, the Lord have punished my neighbor when the roof gone, and then their roof went too. But it just showed, what I mean is, it showed everything about the Jamaican spirit. And when I saw what you young people did, that's what it reminds me of. Even though things not perfect, we know how to make things good. That's the Jamaican spirit. And I just continue, I just encourage you to continue like this. I know not all of you might stay, but even if you don't leave Jamaica, if you don't stay in Jamaica, I mean, still invest in your country. And I say this even to those online. Still invest in Jamaica. What makes Jamaica great is us, the people. And anywhere we go, everybody know that. So just encouraging you. So whether we're at home and abroad, we always carry Jamaica in our heart, one love, one Jamaica. Let us leave here re-energized. Only together can we make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business, and retire in paradise. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you all soon. Thank you.
Give it up once again for program director. But I thought you were going to sing the song, Pisha. You thought I was going to sing the song? No. The audience said that they want to hear Pisha sing the song. Water come in my room. We sweep out some with the broom. And the dish run away with the spoon. Give yourselves a round of applause. But again, another example of the spirit of being Jamaican. We make laugh out of everything. You take serious, because you have to take a bad situation and make light of it. You know, it eases how we go through. It eases the stress. But ladies and gentlemen, again, a perfect example of how we continue to advance development discussions and have the conversations. Because from that same song, you know, you have issues of housing coming out, access. From the same song, you know, the same Love in There song. Think about it for real. If you delve into it from an academic perspective, right, Dr. Satchel? Disaster resilience, preparedness, making sure people have them hurricane latch on them roof. If you're not have it, your roof gone. That's why the roof gone. I'm serious. So if you think about how we approach development and developmental conversations, how we look at our culture, and I hear the JIS team have it under their playing, man. Turn it up for a little bit so them can hear it. I hope we don't have no copyright issues with the YouTube people. Now, these young people don't know about satellite dish. But, you know, it look like a Starlink, but much, much bigger. And that's how people used to get cable.
While Gilbert, water come in my room. The sweep out song with me broom. The little dog laugh to see such fun, and the dish run away with the spoon. Come now, who no see me dish? Who no see me dish? Anybody who no see me satchel like the dish? Who no see me dish? Who no see me dish? Anybody who no see me satchel like this?
So I think the next challenge is going to be that you're going to probably have for somebody to have like a rhyming songs, have a set of rhyming songs like this on some national issues. That is the next challenge. So after this one, yeah, man, and I know that the people on this side are winners. Them have some thoughts already. Maybe we can get a burial song. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about earthquakes because let me tell you, I'm on the 10th floor of the building where I work. And the other day, I don't know where you were, but there was a little bit of a tremor. And let's just say, and I want to big up my VP. My VP said, okay, it's time to go. Nothing more is happening for the rest of the day. I had PTSD for the latter part of last year after those major shakes. So maybe we can have somebody writing about the earthquakes as well. And every other thing. And of course, some of the greatness that we have here, world championships, etc. But ladies and gentlemen, it has been my absolute pleasure being your master of ceremonies for this morning. For those of you at home, remember, we tell you that giveaways are going to be happening on the Vision 2030 page. So if you didn't follow, or if you're just joining, and for you in the room, there's nobody in this room who should not be following Vision 2030. After I said how much time, I would have punished you. But please ensure that you go ahead and follow us online Of course, we are at vision2030.ja on Instagram and at vision2030.ja on Facebook. So I'm giving you 5 seconds to do it now because the giveaways are going to launch once we finish right here. So do it now. Hit that follow button. And now that you're done, you're going to get the chance to win some of the lovely gifts that we have here at Vision 2030. We want to say thank you again to all of your guests, both online and in the room. Guests, give yourselves a round of applause. Wanna look lovely and wanna go on good. And of course, we say thank you to our performers and entrants. Give them a round of applause, or winners or performers or entrants. Of course, a loud round of applause also for our judges, who many of them are not here today. But if you're a judge and you're here, please stand. If you are a judge in the competition and you're here this morning, please stand so we can see you. I wasn't afraid. So our judges, we say thank you so very much for your hard work and dedication. And of course, our young creatives across this country. So let me now sign off and say to you, please keep being creative. Keep being excellent. Keep doing good in your community. Keep advancing development in this country. Development does not stop at 2030. Yes, we have Vision 2030. But when we get there, things won't just stop, which means that the development conversation will continue. So keep making your small steps towards big impact everywhere you go. Write that song, give that donation, show up and spend time in a school, because with you is how we are going to advance the development goals to make Jamaica the place of choice, to live, work, raise families, and do business. On behalf of the entire PIOJ team, my name is Javon Keys. Until next time, take care.